I've been happily married to my husband for over 9 years, and we were together for several years before that. But I recently made a shocking and upsetting discovery about something that happened before we were actually together. Basically, I found out that my husband and my older sister had a one-night stand before I met him. They essentially met at a party and slept together without staying in touch or apparently swapping anything more than first names. So when we first started dating, obviously neither of them were aware of this, and it wasn't until much later when they finally met at a family event that obviously they both realized the unfortunate coincidence. Apparently, given the circumstance, neither of them felt it was their place to say anything to me and risk ruining all our relationships, so without any sort of discussion between them, they both simply kept quiet about it and essentially figured the other would possibly explain when they felt the time was right. So it went permanently unspoken. I only found out in the end recently because while I was clearing out boxes of random junk, I found a huge pile of my husband's old photos. While sorting them, I came across one of them posed awkwardly close, taken at the party. I freaked out and confronted my husband about it, and he then explained what happened. I had a similar frantic confrontation with my sister that went exactly the same way, and she apologetically confirmed everything. I'm finding it really difficult to get my head around. On one level, I recognize neither of them actually did anything wrong when they slept together, and I also completely understand why they didn't tell me about it when literally years later they met again and realized. I'm truly not mad at them for failing to tell me. But I can't deny I am finding it impossible not to feel constantly jealous, embarrassed and confused. Even though this happened before we even met, for me it's like it just happened today. My sis and I have always been super close, and my husband was literally the first and only man I've actually slept with. I knew he'd had far more experience before we got together, but when this was just anonymous it never bothered me. I can't describe how gut-wrenching and excruciating it is to know that my sister was actually one of those people. My sis and I have always been best friends, but we are admittedly also slightly competitive at times in a uniquely sisterly way. So impossible to overstate how much finding out she has actually slept with him has stung me. In metaphorical terms, I feel like she's accidentally coded me with a